Cuba!
A country known for its communism, cigars, classic cars, and love for baseball. This island, seemingly frozen in time, was once the 1920s party central for the elites, but was later popularized by events such as the failed raid known as the Bay of Pigs, Cuban Missile Crisis, the Castro brother dictatorship, and its overall poor attempt at a communist society.
Prior to Spanish invasion in 1492, Cuba was inhabited by countless Mesoamerican cultures. After being conquered, Spanish rulers were appointed to rule in its capital city, Havana. After a brief period of ownership by Great Britain in 1762, it was traded back to Spain, and despite a series of rebellions, wasn't free from Spain rule until the Spanish-American War in 1898. And after 3 years of U.S. military occupation, the Republic of Cuba gained formal independence in 1902. Although there was promising economic development after its independence, years of political corruption, mismanaged resources, and faulty alliances resulted in an unstable and destitute plight.
The country is notorious for its deteriorating economy, which is stagnant at best. The gross domestic product, or amount of goods and services Cuba generated, was $96.9 billion in 2017. This can be compared to the U.S.'s total of an astounding $19.39 trillion. Its main exports are raw sugar, tobacco, liquor, crustaceans, and a few others that amount to a profit of $1.41 billion. It is most well known across the globe for the sugar and rum produced.
The prevalent and most profitable industries in Cuba are energy production, agriculture with examples being sugar and tobacco, and tourism, a newly granted opportunity. Despite the USA's decades-long embargo, there's an expected turnaround for the economy with positive contributions such as an expanding pharmaceutical industry, trade investments and debt forgiveness from China and Russia, and a much more progressive leadership from Diaz-Canel, who is expected to boost the economy by expanding foreign partners and loosening the communist structure. The future of Cuba is ambiguous in the eyes of both natives and people across the globe. It resides heavily on whether or not the regressed style of communism will continue or if they will choose to catch up with the rest of the world.
Hi guys, I'm Mariel.
I'm Kiara.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Daniel.
And we're
parked outside the restaurant right now.
yes. One thing I'm scared of is when I was watching the documentary, I saw that they eat a lot of pork, and I hate pork. Like, I cannot eat pork in anything. So
I'm nervous because I'm really picky, so
I'm gonna have to sort of agree with Kiara, but oppose Mario in that pork is pretty fire, so I'm looking forward to the pork.
And I'm just worried because what if they have spicy food and I don't eat spicy food? What? What?
it's empty inside.
We can't even fake this. We can't even fake this. This is crazy. This is so crazy.
Yeah, I think people know it's
as we
real.
showed you guys, the restaurant was closed, and we looked it up. So we're on our way to Mama Roomba.
Mama Roomba.
Was I recording myself?
Record yourself,
Estamos diciendo que nos quejamos, pero
¿Es el que le estoy tomando video?
comida no hay, sinceramente. O sea, hay muchos platos que fueron ya base de su, pero en sí, si ahorita tú vas a Cuba te voy a decir que vas a encontrar. Te vas a encontrar pork chop, pollo, puerco, res. Hace años no comen res.
Los que viven ahí no pueden comer, no pueden comer en esos restaurantes porque cuestan más dinero.
Desgraciadamente no. Y es algo bien feo, pero es la realidad. Inclusive no pueden entrar a lugares porque simplemente no pueden. Y a las playas tampoco. Y si van tienen que ir con un permiso y aún así lo están cuidando.
¿Son las playas nada más son los turistas también?
Sí.
¿Qué es lo más distinto de la comida cubana a como la mexicana?
Pues el chile principalmente, no comen nada de chile.
¿Nada de Chile?
Nada de chile. Tú vas a un restaurante mexicano en Cuba y no encuentras, bueno, ni de lata, nada.
¿Y dónde agarran las recetas para los platillos cubanos?
Pues de proyectos viejos que antes hacíamos en San Francisco o en otro lado, o un poco poco de ideas de Cuba, pero te digo, nada más está la idea, ¿no?
Yeah, so he chose what plates that we should eat. He said those were like the most
Authentic, like Cuban
yeah,
food.
the most authentic Cuban food.
So savory. That's savory.
For me, it tasted better in the first, like when I made it first, but then like as I chewed more, it was like a 7.
It's like chewy, but the onion part really does it justice. That's very good.
It's good. I feel like there's not like anything like special, like not like it doesn't feel like anything like really different and authentic, but it's good.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Is it chicken?
No,
It's pork? It tastes like chicken and it has like a little flavor at the end. I'm not sure what it is, but it's white. And I've never seen pork look white.
Like the outside looks like grilled chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken kind
it
of.
tastes a lot like chicken. A lot like
It tastes like fish to me.
Neta, ¿qué traes tu cabrón?
This pack's like more flavor per square inch, if that makes sense, than the other one. Like,
Yeah. It reminds me of something, but I can't.
I don't know what it is. You can taste everything, like the peppers, tomatoes, onions, and like the pulled pork on that.
I taste tomatoes the most.
It mixes well.
It's good. I really like it.
I don't like the aftertaste. Like at first it tastes like something we know. I'm thinking like
Like something like
sloppy Joe. No, it's not sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
But it's something that's like that, like deshebrado.
the texture feels really funny because like all the well, because it's like softer, and then with all the vegetables, they're like in like a weird spot like between like raw and cooked, so they're like just mushy. But I like it. I think it's really good. I like it better than the other dish.
I like the beginning, but afterwards, like you get this like certain like taste, and it feels like you can taste the smell because you feel it like coming out. Like I don't. Cheese
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's cooked really different from the other meats. The other ones were like softer and easier, and this one's a lot harder from like the outside.
the cheese. I feel like it wraps it all together. The cheese is really good on there.
I'm really surprised because I don't like ham or cheese, and it has both of those things in there. But it's like really good. I feel like I was gonna say the opposite. I feel like the meat that's not ham, I don't know what it is, but that has like the strongest flavor. And so that with like the bread, which is just like regular like bolillo bread, it tastes like really good together. It like overrides like the rest of the.
No, fast food. This is bomb. This is
Exquisite,
exquisite.
delicious.
Oh my, what is in this? Oh my god, you can really, I don't know what that is, but that part is doing it justice. Like the ham, oh my god. What is this? Where's the chef? I gotta think of it. Deep fried banana, that's outlandish, but I'm glad there was an entrepreneur who decided that this worked, because it works. Oh my. And then the ice cream.
They fried it good.
It's like, okay, so there's like a contrast between like the warm deep fried
Yeah, and
banana
the
that
cold.
has caramel on it, and the ice cream that's so cold, but like
Yeah,
it all.
You can really taste the banana, and I've had. Thank you. I've had fried banana before, but never like this. It's good, like cause I don't know if it has dough. Does it have dough?
It tastes like it does. It tastes like it tastes like
Like it has a layer.
yeah,
of
like the
huh?
dough is fried and not the banana itself. And so that's like what makes it really
Because
good.
I've tried banana fried, like the actual banana.
And I like the difference in textures because it makes it feel like there's like a lot of layers to it, and it's just really sweet, and so everything feels like really different. So it's really good.
10 out of 10.
Not like that, and I feel like
I don't remember the lady's restaurant's name, but I think she said she in her restaurant she could only fit 16 people at a time.
yeah, it's like
Mhm.
government
And
regulation.
that was pretty much exactly how it was in the restaurant. Like,
Yeah.
It was pretty small and it was very like
Like it just felt really like personal, really
Like
it didn't.
homey.
Yeah, it didn't feel like you were like in a restaurant. It felt more like
Like you were in a
about
home.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and that's crazy because in the documentary, like, they say that a lot too.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Cuban
but-
restaurants are very home.
And when they're
like,
talking about the palador, I think it
The
was.
paladar, yeah.
When you can.
Also, how it explained in the episode how in Cuba there isn't really much food to work with, so the dishes, I feel like it reflects that. Like there wasn't a big combination or a bunch of like spices, how he mentioned, or sauces. Like it was just, I feel like it's just what they have to work with, and I mean they work with it well because it's some pretty good dishes.
Yeah.
yeah, and he also,
I like knew a little bit about Cuba, but I hadn't realized how kind of like
how different. And,
how
like,
different and how much it like still hasn't like progressed. So it's really like interesting to learn, and then like
The cheapest thing was the best thing.
What do you say?
The sandwich was the cheapest, and it was really good.
And
would you guys come here again?
Was it nice?
yeah, I would come here.
I think I would. Okay, I would rate it like an 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say okay, I would do like for my personal like taste buds and whatnot, like a 7.5 out
I
of
feel
10.
like now that
Yeah.
I know what's good, I can make it a 10 if I pick the right stuff.